Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Anna. I am one of the Crafter Workshop brand ambassadors and I have a few goodies on my desk which I will be using to create a card today. It's going to be a mixed media card, so I hope you will enjoy the process and you will have an idea and inspiration to take away and maybe create something similar. So let me just move my goodies aside. I will be working on the card base, which is 6 by 6 inches. So firstly, I've cut out a watercolor piece of paper, which is also from Crafter Workshop and Ken Oliver collaboration. And I will be using this awesome Color Sparks powders, which is also available at the Crafter Workshop, and loads of different goodies also you can purchase from the scrapbook.com. So please check their website. So firstly, I will be applying these two colors. You can't see much happening yet on the background, but once I've activated the pigment, it actually will happen and those two colors will nicely mix. What I'm aiming for nice watercolor wash just for the background, because I will be building layers and layers of different colors and mediums. What I also like, and I also would like to mention to you, I like this mister. This mister, it has this end where you can regulate the amount of water where you're spraying, if it's going to be just a nice and foggy mister or if it's going to be a little bit more dripping. So you can also, adjust it to your own needs. So as you can see, I've activated my powder and it's a bit reddish and yellow greenish color. So I'm going to add a little bit more of this chartreuse color and I'm going to add more water because I want to have a nice pale, nice soft water wash on my cardstock. As you can see, I've got loads of leftovers on my desk, so nothing's wasted. I've got a few pieces of cardstock laying on my desk, so I'm just gonna pick up the pigments and I can use those on a different project. So I'm just gonna carry on cleaning my desk and then I will be moving on to the next step. So my desk is clean now, so I can move on to drying my beautiful background. Make sure you dry your paper very well so you can move on and add more mediums. So now I can move on to add more layers to my background, and I'm reaching out for this stencil, which is a new release from Slimline collection. This is 2301 Harlequin stencil, and I also will add Archival ink through the stencil to transfer the image to my background. I'm not transferring full image of the stencil. I'm just aiming for a few harlequins here and there peeking through on my background. So if you fancy to have a full coverage, then by all means you can go for that. If you fancy just to have a bit of a interest going on your background, then you can just transfer a few images onto your background, and I think that is more interesting that way rather than just transferring the full image. But it's entirely up to you, whatever works for you. So my next step, I'm going on for this awesome product, which is butter stencil, and I'm reaching for this very bright Cambodia yellow butter, and I'm transferring the image using the same stencil onto my background. Again, I'm not transferring the full image. I'm just aiming for harlequins going on here and there. And once my background will be ready, I will go and wash my stencil, and I'll come back to you in a moment. So when everything is dry, I'm reaching out for white gesso. Why I'm reaching out for white gesso? I'm reaching for white gesso because my background is a bit busy, it's a bit intense. So I want to just tone it down, I want to just push it down because I would like this to be a bit more blended together. I don't want to be having those very striky, very eye-catching colors going on, because when I will put the composition on top, it actually will be just too bright, too overwhelmed. So I want this to have a little bit like, push down, so my composition will be more visible and will be more eye-catching rather than catching the background straight away. So I'm just applying gesso here and there with a sponge, and then I'm mixing with the fingers just to blend it nicely. And when my background will be ready, I will move on and start working on the composition. So here it is, my background is ready. Now I will be taken to the next step, and now I will just add a bit of a frame to my background. And again, I'm not introducing the new colors, I'm working on the same colors what I've already used, and for that I'm using the same Archival Magenta Hue ink, just to add a bit of a frame to my background. It will actually nicely pop when I will add it to the card base. So the next step, I have those awesome stamps, and I'm showing you the elements what I've used to create my elements for the composition. So I've stamped those cute little flowers on the yellow cardstock. I've embossed some flowers using this sparkly shiny embossing powders on vellum. I have a few green leaves stamped on a green cardstock, and I also have a few leaves embossed on vellum as well. And I also made a few paper flowers using this cute stamp, which is also a new product from Crafter Workshop. So this is my elements what I will be using for my composition. So I will play with my elements, I will just move them around to decide on a final look, and I will glue them using hot glue. This is a good quick drying adhesive. If you want to use any other adhesive, then by all means, it's entirely your choice. So I will leave you with the music when I will be playing with the elements, and I will meet you in a moment or so. So here it is. This is what we have so far. My cat is coming on nicely together. So for the final touch, I decided I'm going to add a few bows made out of a string, and I'm just going to attach them using same adhesive, which is a hot glue, and then I will move on to the next step just to finish off my cat. So it's moment of when I will be adhering my beautiful background and the composition on top to the card base, and for that I'm using double-sided tape, and also I will add a bit of a gel medium just for extra adhesive, because sometimes the double-sided tape, it's not sticking too well, it's coming apart, so I just want to make sure it will stay well in place. Therefore I'm using gel medium. So this is a card so far. Now I've decided I'm going to add a few splatters, and I'm mixing color sparks with a bit of water, and using a small brush I'm making splatters here and there. Mainly I'm concentrating on the area where is my composition, and a little bit on top and the bottom of the card. I would like the center of the card to keep clean and plain. I want this background to be nice and clean. There we go. So this is what we're doing so far. And to finish off my card, we need a title. So I'm reaching out for this stamp set, and I'm stamping a word thanks, which I will attach to the card. And here it is. This is a card. I hope you like the process. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you have an inspiration to take away how you can use the beautiful stamps, stencil and other mediums from the Crafter Workshop. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and till the next time, my lovely friends, I'll talk to you super soon. Bye for now.